I like rotten things.
Hello there, and welcome to the IFITSWIMS podcast, the multi-species angling podcast. The name on my trolling motor warranty card is Bret Bolton. Joining me for episode 29 are Dave Spear.
You know, I'm trolling motorless at the moment.
Yes. And Gary Houle.
Make that two people without trolling motors.
Well, you know, doesn't necessarily mean I have one. It could just be a funny thing to say, right?
That's right.
Welcome, guys. This month, we've got some recent trips, some fishing news, and finally, our second installment of Fish of the States. But we'd like to start things off with fishing. So let's do that. Dave, what have you been up to?
I've been fishing for Steve.
Steve's. You've been catching
I've been doing a lot of bass fishing this month. And in fact, right before we started recording, right before you got on, I flipped through my pictures real quick. I was like, did I catch anything except for a largemouth bass this month? I did catch one Guadalupe bass.
Oh, that's in some ways one or two?
One.
Okay.
It was two pictures of the same one because of the light. I twisted it to get some of the back. Yeah.
So behind the scenes, quick, we have, obviously, as all podcasts do, we have a group chat. We also have a group photo share that we dump pictures into, and I thought it was two different fish, Dave.
Yeah.
And it is just a dump. We don't necessarily announce it or anything else. We just shove things in there, right?
Well, we used to send pictures to each other in the text, and now it's just like, surprise, whenever you get the notification, here's the 1,200 fish I caught yesterday.
Wait, hold on. There ain't no way you got 1,200 fish.
No, none of us did,
or even 12, Dave.
It's been a while since I caught 12 in a day.
Well, Florida.
I think I had one day last year bass fishing here locally where I caught 17, but that was a pretty good day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that.
Yeah.
So just Steve's all month, Dave?
Just Steve's. The only other thing I did was go to the local creek to see if I could find that Guadalupe.
And you did?
I had probably 5 or 6 on too. And it was odd because, well, first of all, the water was really flowing. It rained really hard the day before.
Yeah.
And Guadalupe bass like that. They call them the Central Texas trout.
They're stream bass.
They're stream bass.
Yeah. As our,
you'll catch them.
The other Steves out there, the Coosa, the whatever else there is. What's the big one in Alabama? People catch a whole lot of in Georgia. Anyway, those are all more stream bass than the large.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. And spots are more streamy too.
Yeah. Well, and it was like fishing a trout river because of the speed of the current. And I was literally swinging a jig head behind boulders and stuff. So
that's cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Same place Bret and I tried 2 months ago, but for whatever reason, I think the faster water and of course everything was a little deeper. Mm-hmm. So wherever they were when we were fishing for them, probably on the bottom of some pools or something, they were up and very active.
Yeah, I caught a spot down there with you that trip. It might have been the most pretty spot I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So I'm not totally sure it was 100% spotted bass.
I'm not 100% sure it was a spotted bass either. I did some research between our two trips.
Yeah, and apparently tongue patches exist on
both.
Yeah, but what, square and oval or something like that?
Yeah, so I found one page that very distinctly calls out that the tooth patch on a Guadalupe bass is square shaped, whereas the other tooth patches on other bass are more circular or oval. And sure enough, that one that I caught, that thing was a rectangle.
Really?
And I wish we could go back in time and look inside the mouth of Bret's fish, because I've looked at your picture since I've done more research, and I think it was a Guadalupe
I think so too, only because it was so pretty and so weird, small mouth striped on its head. If that phrase makes any sense at all.
And, there's a lot of pages out there that'll describe the two. And I finally found one. I've been meaning to send you guys a link, and I will. I finally found one that was like, look, it's really hard to tell a Guadalupe bass from a spotted bass. There's no single characteristic. But if you look at these several characteristics together, and one of the other things was, and it makes sense, if you go back and look at spotted bass pictures, almost all spotted bass, the green stops at the lateral line. And no green goes below that.
It moves to a brown, a little bit below it.
Moves to white.
White? Okay.
Goes to white. Goes to the sort of the belly white. And your fish is green all the way to the belly. Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah. So I'm not counting it as a guad.
Yeah.
There's no way in my life.
We'll do better next time.
Caught a guad, but I do not have a definite guaranteed guad on camera.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Well, all the more reason to get back down there.
Yeah, I know.
That's right.
I fished the southern Texas area for years for bass. I've caught hundreds of spotted bass down there. I've caught weird looking spotted bass down there in my life. Probably have caught one, but I do not have a distinct one.
No.
Oh well, I'll get one I'll get a definitive one and call it done. Right?
Yeah.
Eventually.
So that was my fishing for the month.
Yeah.
Did you guys do anything?
I didn't go as much as I should have. As you guys know, I suffered a pretty severe injury on my right index finger, which is kind of my fishing finger.
Yep.
Well, I say severe. Severe as far as finger injuries go. It's not that severe overall, but it did limit my fishing. After babying it for a few weeks, I tried fishing on my lunch break one day and found it impossible.
Yeah.
So a few weeks later, I did manage some big bruiser bluegill on the fly rod, which used that index finger less.
Yeah.
And that was on my lunch break. And those were cool fish. Those were some bruiser bluegill. It was kind of cool. There were small bluegill mixed in, and they would just nip at it. But if it was in the vicinity of one of those big ones, it would crush it like a bass. It was so cool to watch them.
Nice.
That is cool.
Yeah. And I went with Gary this past weekend and caught some cool fish, but I will leave that. I'll leave that to him. 3 species for me, which is not a bad morning. Gary, what'd you find this month?
You know what? I'll start with that. Last weekend, Bret and I went out to a little pond? Big pond, little lake.
It's 800 acres.
Is it that big? Okay.
Yeah.
So we went out to North Lake, carp fishing. Not fishing anything difficult.
No.
Using corn.
Yes, finally.
And Bret brought the method bait holders. Oh my gosh, is that so much easier than pitching balls of chum out into the water? I mean, it's right there where your hook is.
It's fun.
Spreading out.
It's nice.
I think we had first fish on within 30 minutes of getting there.
Oh yeah. And many fish on within 20 seconds of it hitting the water.
Yeah. Really
wow.
fast. Really good action for a while. Slowed down a little bit towards the end, but we got one last carp right as I was reeling my rod in. Either he was sitting on it or coincidence, but as soon as I started peeling it in, he took off.
Which is nice.
Oh no, that corn's getting away.
He didn't want that
chased
corn to
down
run
the
off.
corn. Yeah, I mean, no fish are very smart, but I don't think carp are dumb enough to think the corn's getting away.
Like Bret, 3 species for me. We had a channel cat, buffalo, and common carp.
Yeah, same species. Yeah,
Bret's buffalo was.
I did catch
pretty good size.
About an 18-pound smallmouth buffalo, which was kind of cool. Really dark fish. I went home and keyed it against a black buffalo, 100% smallmouth, but it was dark enough I had to check.
Mm.
it was a cool fish, and I'm not sure blacks get huge anyway. I don't know. I haven't caught that many black buffalo.
Bret gave it a nice hug too. He had
that fish was not happy. I got him on the shore in the nice soft grass, got him unhooked, went to release him, and that fish went nuts. And Dave, you can imagine this. There were spectators. So the last thing I'm going to do with a large buffalo is drop it on the ground in the process of releasing it. So flat against my chest, buffalo slime as it is everywhere.
Do you have to wade out there and let him go?
No, the water was okay to release him, but he was. I was covered in buffalo slime, and you know how slimy they can be.
Oh yeah,
I mean, all suckers are very slimy, but an 18-pound sucker of any species is gonna have a lot of slime.
I think buffalo are extra slimy. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but they have a very distinctive smell too.
I think all suckers have that smell. I caught a spotted sucker, and it was only like 14 inches long, but it smelled like
had 3 inches of slime.
Yeah, it smelled like 3 inches of slime. Exactly.
Yeah. It's funny. Every once in a while, the smell will bother me, but then I'll like reevaluate and I'll sniff and I'll go, no, that doesn't smell bad. It's just different. It's very distinctive.
Definitely different smell. I think they smell better than carp. Which is weird.
We're gonna have to do a sniff test.
Sniff test. While we're
put two in a cooler with water, keep them alive.
While we're on the subject, my favorite fish to smell, and I think Gary and I discussed this, is spotted gar. They have a nice, pleasant smell, and somehow smell exactly like crappie.
Yeah, we did talk about that. Yeah,
doesn't make any sense, but whatever that weird smell is, they're close. They're close enough that a human can't recognize the difference. Bass have a smell; it's faint.
Yeah,
bluegill, but. Man, carp. I mean, probably spotted gar. I don't recall the smell of other gar because, it's a weird thing to recall. But spotted gar and crappie are very, very similar, which is a weird thing. They're not related, but it's weird.
I've only had my hands on one species of gar, which leads to my other fishing trips this month.
Oh, let's get on with that. How'd that go?
Yeah, I
know how it went. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So the first 3 weeks of the month, I decided to torture myself and try to sight fish some gar on Lake Ray Hubbard. It's a decent paddle to get up where they're at, and very frustrating to come home empty-handed. But I did that 3 weeks in a row.
Wow.
And had to, thankfully, I got a few sunfish here and there. One dinky bass last week. But the carp fishing was definitely needed. I knew I was going to come away with at least a fish that day. And it turned out to be a pretty stellar day.
Well, didn't you end up catching like I don't know, a sand bass or something else? While you
I got a white bass.
Dude said sand bass. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, he's my people. Bret broke me of that habit early on.
No, so it's weird. I broke myself of that habit a long, long time ago. Long ago that now hearing the word sand bass is it's a nice thing to hear.
It's novel.
It's wrong, but nice to hear.
It's no regular brim or.
Oh no, that's just a joke. I hope. God, I hope.
It might have stemmed from some truth. I think.
I know. So a few extra.
That was
extra fish. And for the record, and you already know this. The days of trying 3 weeks in a row to catch a gar on the fly or sight fish a gar and not getting one. Yeah, that's pretty much right.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the weather has been really mild. So I didn't mind, like a 3 mile paddle and hey, look, it's beautiful weather. It's really nice up there. The creek is dead calm and it's covered in trees.
Yeah.
It's humid, buggy.
Yeah.
And snaky, but it's beautiful. You know?
I assume your wife is a bit like mine, does not mind you paddling all day long anyway, because it's not the worst thing for a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm getting some exercise.
Right.
And getting out of the house. She'd much rather me do that than like play video games for an entire day or something.
Exactly. That's what I was getting at. Yeah. And it makes sense, you know? Yeah. Is all you got to? That's
it, just hitting the pond as often as I can because it's close by. But it's been slow.
That's a good trip. It's a good month though. It's a good month for all of us. We all made it out. We all caught fish. I think by definition that's how you do it.
A win. I think Dave probably came away with the most fish this month though. I mean, you were racking up bass.
God, man,
I was definitely on the dinks this month.
Dave is a bass catching machine, even though if you added them all together, they wouldn't match, the bass he normally catches. But it was good no matter what.
It was some good topwater fishing.
Oh, that's right. Most of those were on topwater, weren't they?
Almost all nice.
Yeah, I've been testing some lures that are topwaters, and so I've been pretty much just fishing topwater.
I will trade one topwater 1-pounder for, let's see, how big would I go? A few topwater 1-pounders for a 4-pound bass.
Yeah, I can see that
on subsurface. Once you pass 5, well, things are different then, right?
Yeah. But you don't really care about
it. I don't know if I like a topwater take or right at the bank.
Oh, like
where you
like
can
a surprise.
See it eat. Yes, he's come out of something you didn't know he's there, and he just like an assassin coming out of the moss. And
that's really fun on topwater too.
Well, yeah, you get both.
It'll scare the crap out of you.
What about a 5-pounder at the bank on topwater, and then everybody's happy?
Yes, 100%. Yeah,
that happened to me once in my life. It was
once
last
in
April.
Your life, yeah. It's happened about once. Yeah. Makes sense. Oh, it's good stuff, though. Thanks, guys, for sharing. Hey, did y'all find any fishing news?
Yeah.
Got
a couple of options here.
All right.
Good.
So I rolled a D20 before we started here.
Oh.
And it looks like Dave goes first.
I was going to say, you did a what?
A D20, Dave. Come on. You're not quite as nerdy as myself.
Is that a dice?
All right. Well,
I will bring you.
Dave. Oh man, you're way too.
What's that?
You're way too cool for us, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Gary got it immediately.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
no way.
I also got this kind of bullshit.
Oh, I thought you're about to break out a 20-sided die from behind you.
No. I've got the Warhammer figs that I've been painting.
You play Warhammer?
Let's not talk about it.
For those of you that were waiting for fishing news, Gary's holding up a little minifigure.
Oh, that's awesome. Perfect.
I'm going to bring you a story from ScienceAlert.com.
ScienceAlert.com.
I don't have this one, so it's good.
I don't either. Unless it's the same story from somewhere else, which is possible.
It's always possible. Remoras are pretty weird fish.
They are.
But a new study shows they really have no boundaries when it comes to mooching off their manta ray hosts. These tropical suckerfish are best known for hitching a ride on sharks, whales, and turtles. They grab onto their host with a sucker on the back of their head, which is actually a modified dorsal fin. This allows them to travel much faster than they ever would otherwise, while getting a nice flow of oxygenated water across their gills and food scraps from their host's meals. Ecologists believe that these hitchhikers are pretty much taking a free ride. Dolphins and green turtles sometimes get weighed down by too many of them, but most of the time, remoras don't seem to bother their hosts much at all. That is, until they get a bit too comfortable. While reviewing photos and videos of manta rays collected from across the world, a team of marine biologists noticed something weird going on with the remoras. They observed them hiding out inside the cloaca of their manta ray hosts.
Ooh.
Mm.
A cloaca, in case you're not familiar, is a multi-purpose rear end hole that many animals use to release their body's waste and for reproduction.
Which, to interrupt, I believe we had a small cloaca/vent discussion on this podcast once.
You have?
We did last month, I think, or the month before.
Actually, I think it's come up several times because it came
probably
up
has. Because
before I was even part of
A,
this.
there's vents on animals, and B, we're not smart. So, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. So the biologists call this fishy behavior cloacal diving. And more disturbingly, the scientists believe the manta rays may not actually welcome the behavior.
Would you?
Remoras.
Who would?
Kind of reminds me of that little fish, that famous fish from the Amazon, the kangaroo.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You notice we all just said, yeah, and try to get you out of that real fast.
So the article goes on to say the remoras had been spotted diving into the nether regions of whale sharks before, but whale sharks and their cloacas are rather vast compared to their intrusive stowaways. Manta rays. Manta rays are much closer in size to their hitchhikers, and the medium-sized remora could potentially cause its host some grief. While the behavior was documented through short interactions and the amount of time a remora may spend inside a cloacal opening is unknown, the presence of a moderately sized remora in a manta ray's cloacal opening,
unknown to scientists, certainly known to the host.
That's right. It could impede mating behavior, live birth, or defecation if the cloacal diving behavior occurs for extensive periods of time. If there are remora hanging out in the cloacas of fish for longer periods, it would be difficult to know from a photo. While a few observations captured the remora's tail poking out of the manta rays, it does appear they can become concealed entirely. This behavior casts a shadow on the ray-remora relationship, once thought to be mutually beneficial. Evidence of cryptic harmful behaviors in new species indicates that these symbioses may be more parasitic, at least in some contexts, than previously understood.
Oh, man.
Wild. All right, I'm going to show some ignorance here.
Uh-huh.
I had absolutely no idea that remoras attach on the back of their head. I thought they were like a plico and they sucked on with their mouth.
That makes a lot more sense. However, no.
Yeah, well, I mean, now I know,
Yeah.
The little star with the rainbow behind it. I've learned.
So when you hold one, so I've held a remora exactly once. I've seen two remoras like up close and personal. Mm-hmm. Years ago, I was offshore fishing and we were trying to set some state records. Fun. And I pulled in a remora and the guide said, "State record," threw it in the cooler because there was no fly rod record for a remora. About 10 minutes later, somebody else pulled in a bigger one, said, "New state record." And he threw the one out in my cooler that was mine out and put the new one in there. But the back of their head, Gary, it looks so weird. It almost looks like a
mammoth tooth.
It's kind of like a rounded rectangle, and it looks like a grill.
Yeah.
And
okay,
we dropped the one that I caught first that we were trying to. We dropped it on the boat, and you can't pull it off.
No,
like we had to wait for it to die and dry up a little bit.
Really, it sucked onto it.
Oh yeah,
they suck so hard. And in fact, the guide said that as a dare to be silly one time, he was out with some buddies fishing, not wearing a shirt, and stuck one on his back and said it hurt. And they had to wait for it to die to get it off of his back. And it left a big red mark.
Yes.
A huge hickey.
Yeah.
Remora hickey.
Yeah.
But I did not know that thing, the sucker thing, I knew it was on the back because I've seen him and it's the weirdest thing. I didn't know that was but that they consider it a dorsal fin. I
didn't either.
Yeah,
I just considered it an extra mouth.
Yeah, that part I didn't know.
That is super.
It makes
neat.
it even stranger.
Yeah,
I thought it was a secondary mouth type thing.
And thumbs up for the guy for sticking it on his back just to see what it's like. I mean, I can appreciate that.
right.
Yeah, I've never stuck one on anybody's back or seen that done, but I have seen them stuck on the fiberglass roof of a boat.
Yeah.
Just stuck up there, a couple of them.
I mean, I've let loads of insects either sting or bite me for,
science.
experimentation
Just say
reasons.
Just
Yeah,
say
for science.
and sound
Yeah,
for science.
But I never think, I guess if I was given the opportunity, I might try it.
Next time you catch a gar, lip it
I will not do that.
for science.
For science.
Well, they call me Nine Finger Gary.
There you go. So I've got one from a source called Good, and I have no idea what that is. But it's fun. In 2000,
Probably good.
In 2003 is probably good. Thank you. In 2003, which I know is a long time ago, marine biologist David Harasti was diving off Papua New Guinea when he spotted a small, very red, very hairy fish, unlike anything he had ever seen. He went back to the same dive site 6 more times and never saw it again. The fish haunted him for over 2 decades. He eventually recruited Graham Short, an ichthyologist and taxonomist at the California Academy of Science, and together they hunted it down at the Great Barrier Reef in 2022. On May 10, 2026, they published a paper formally naming it as a new species.
Oh.
They named it Solenostomus Snuffleupagus.
That's awesome.
After Mr. Snuffleupagus, Big Bird's best friend on Sesame Street, because of its distinctively shaggy appearance and snout, reminiscent of the character's hair and trunk. It was easy to say, yeah, this looks like Snuffleupagus. I mean, it's almost identical. It's scary. Short told Scientific American. As far as getting them approved, we may have had a few drinks and decided to email Sesame Street Australia. They answered the following day and gave their blessing.
Oh, you got to imagine they for sure for that.
Of course, man. It's Snuffleupagus.
Yeah.
And for listeners, myself, Gary, and Dave are all of the age that Snuffleupagus was a thing when we were children. Yes.
That's right.
All right.
Yep.
It is the 7th known species of ghost pipefish. It's related to seahorses and sea dragons through the family. I'm going to try this. Synithidae. Synithidae? I think I got it. Synithidae. The fish is only 1 to 1.5 inches long, smaller than your pinky finger. It's a master of camouflage, mimicking algae and coral. And despite looking adorable, it is a predator.
Nice.
Short's final word on it. It looks ridiculous. What a fun story. And I'll make sure that there's a photo, or I can't do a photo, a link to a picture of this fish.
Yeah.
Or this pipefish, or this of Snuffleupagus in the show notes. It's worth seeing. And when you see it, you're like, yep, that's him.
Yep, that's it. So I had that story too, but I had it from a different source. It was written a little differently. I'm really glad that you read this story, because that one was written a little more fun.
Well, I mean, the fish is Snuffleupagus. It has to be fun. Did yours include the story, the little note of them emailing Sesame Street after a few drinks?
It did, but it didn't say anything about drinks. It was a little more on the up and up. It was just like, we asked Sesame Street, and they're like, yeah.
Up and up does not fit our podcast.
I know. You found a better version.
We're down and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down
It was fun though. And you saw, so in that case, Dave, you saw the picture?
I saw the picture. It's ridiculous looking. And I didn't realize it was that small though. And it's not surprising.
Right. Those things are, right?
Only because I read the article, I almost stopped and said, is that by any chance a ghost pipefish? Just to sound smart, even though I don't know
that would have been awesome.
Pipefish is.
And now you've outed yourself. Don't worry, I'll edit it out.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm not going to edit that out.
Of course you wouldn't. Look at the moron that doesn't know what a ghost pipefish is.
Look, do any of us? I mean, who knows? These guys know, and that's about it.
I mean, it ain't a billy mouth bass or a rainbow trout. I don't know why we'd be talking about it.
Exactly. Oh, man. It was a good story. Hey, Gary, what'd you find for us?
So I'm torn. I've got one to reference last month's steak, or in honor of Dave's, I have a manta story. So
both good choices.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the manta story because I had no idea that this existed.
I like it.
This comes from Discover Wildlife. Okay. If you've never heard of the giant freshwater stingray, that's not entirely surprising. It lives in deep, murky Southeast Asian rivers, spends most of its time buried in the sand, and was almost completely unknown to science until recently. What we do know is that it is, by most measures, the largest freshwater fish on the planet. The confirmed record is a 661-pound, 13-foot animal pulled from the Mekong River in Cambodia in 2022. And researchers believe there are bigger ones out there. For reference, that's heavier than a polar bear and wider than a standard restaurant booth. It goes by the scientific name Urogymnus polylepis.
Perfect.
Tough one.
Yep.
Which does not do justice to what it actually is. The body is essentially a massive rounded disc of pectoral fin that the fish can flap to swim, much like other rays, right? Or use to work itself down into the riverbed. Gray-brown on top, white underneath, basically designed to disappear into the bottom. The tail is long and whip-like, sometimes running as long as 16 feet. And on top of it sits a spine up to 16 inches long that's coated in toxic mucus that can punch through bone. It doesn't use that on people because it's not aggressive. And its mouth is small with rounded, ridge-like teeth built for invertebrates and small fish, not for anything that could fight back. The good news is it's almost never encountered by accident. The bad news is that it's partly because there are only a few left in the world. The IUCN lists the species as endangered, and in some parts of its range, populations have dropped by 95%. Overfishing, dam construction, blocking migration routes, sand mining, and general river degradation have all hammered the species that was never built for this kind of resistance. It grows slowly, it reproduces at a very low rate, and takes decades to reach full size. The record fish from 2022 was released back into the Mekong River with a tracker, which is obviously the right call for that. And it had survived long enough to become the largest freshwater fish ever documented. The least anyone could do was put it back in the river. So from Wikipedia, that reported fish was 4 meters long, 2.2 meters wide. Now, the only other freshwater capable fish is a sturgeon species, but it's not entirely freshwater. It is anadromous. Did I say that right?
No.
Androgynous?
I
think that's a different word.
They might be androgynous as well. I mean, they are kind of sexy fish.
Anadromous, by the way.
Anadromous. Okay. Yeah. Like salmon. They live in the salt. They come into the freshwater to spawn.
So now, in all fairness, real quick, I had to scroll down on my notes. I have that word for some fish in our fish of the states. So, because I don't know it offhand. I know it's a thing. I don't know the word.
So it's on your cheat sheet.
But you were prepared enough to Google how to pronounce it before the podcast. I just thought I'll wing it.
No, I saw it and I realized I knew the word and I remembered how to pronounce it, but I often get it wrong because, well, consider the source.
So, Mekong River. Now,
Yes.
if travel halfway across the world was no problem,
Mhm.
and time and money were just a construct, I mean,
Sure.
that seems like a really good trip for us. Little IFITSWIMS Mekong River trip. I mean, they got some wild stuff.
There's some
Mostly
giant-
catfish.
and also some giant carp species in that river. as
That's
well.
true.
Yeah.
There's some big snakehead in Southeast Asia as well.
Oh, now we're talking. I was
Yep.
talking to
Aggressive predators.
my son earlier, and he said, "What you need to do is you need to go to Southeast Asia yourself with a tiny number 26 hook and fish ditches." And I don't disagree with him, but that's seems like not the absolute best use of my time. The freshwater.
I think it sounds like the best use of your time, honestly.
That's a good point.
It really
yes.
does. It's just
My,
it's not the best use of our money, I think.
That's more what I think I was getting at. Yes, yes. There's 3 pretty crazy news stories today. Do you want to rate them?
Oh,
Have you been here for this, Gary, when we used to rate the news stories?
no. I mean, I don't even remember. As a listener, I don't remember this.
Who's the most insane?
I think maybe it only happened once.
It did only happen once, but we should bring it back because it's a funny thing.
Okay, yeah, it's a good idea. Look, my vote's for the cloaca.
Yeah.
Romance.
Who are we kidding?
I mean, the problem is there are 3. I mean, there's no rating. It's like the award for the weirdest,
Yeah.
you
that's
know,
all it is.
parasitic
it's like who's
behavior,
anyways, right?
You win, Dave.
is mine.
Yeah.
The coolest new species is the Snuffleupagus, and then
it's hard to argue the Snuffleupagus.
I don't know if that's the coolest new species, the coolest new small, and then this ray, this enormous ray, is super interesting.
However,
So,
in this world, fish up a cloaca always wins. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
That's
there's no competition, man.
Right.
That's
Oh,
true.
man. That was good stuff. Thanks, guys.
Speaking of halibut,
Yeah, Dave, let's look at Fish of the States. This month, Fish of the States moves way north and way west. Alaska, the last frontier. So, to kick us off, has anybody fished Alaska?
I know one of us has.
Dave, you
Maybe
used to
2.
live there. Gary, have you?
Never been.
Dave?
I spent 9 months living in that beautiful place, and it was during the 4 years of my life when I didn't fish.
So that's a no. I've spent a total of 4 weeks there. That's not a lot,
Yeah.
but it's kind of cool. All right.
I bet you fish more in one day than I did in the 9 months.
Obviously, yes. I do have a few species from there. I've caught, in no particular order, pink salmon.
Yep. Humpies.
In Blackstone Bay. Northern pike just outside of Anchorage, which I've mentioned on the podcast before, which involved a hammer. More Arctic grayling and rainbow trout than I can count.
Yeah.
The rainbows being near Fairbanks, way up in the interior, and the grayling at a glacial lake I hiked to near Anchorage. Not a lot, but at least it was something. We will get to states very soon, next month, that I've never caught a fish in. Like, I got the first 2, counting my childhood. That wears off real fast.
Yeah.
But Alaska is an amazing place. Let's start with just looking at the water. It holds more than 40% of the entire nation's surface water resources in over 3 million lakes larger than 5 acres. That's an impossible number. 12,000 rivers.
Wow.
And a coastline.
That's a lot.
And a coastline longer. At 34,000 miles, longer than every other U.S. state combined.
Oh, yeah.
You heard me.
Yeah.
Combined.
Alaska's big, y'all.
It's big.
The rest of the continental U.S. has less coastline than Alaska.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Wow. I mean, I figured it would be pretty close.
I mean,
but
if
you know that thing where they...
Yeah.
You know that thing where they told you at some point in school that the Mercator projection of the map of the world is a compromise? Alaska is huge.
It's crazy. It's weird. It's strange.
Yeah.
The fresh water up there is legendary. Glacial fed, tannin strained, crystal clear, and everything in between. Rivers range from rushing canyon systems to wide silt gray glacial braids to slow tannin-filled streams weaving through the tundra. The salt water is equally staggering. The Gulf of Alaska, the Bering Sea, the Pacific Ocean form one of the most productive marine ecosystems on the planet. Cold, nutrient-rich, and largely untouched compared to most of the world's coast. In short, if you can't find a fish in Alaska, you're not trying.
awesome.
You want to see some fish?
I feel called out.
Oh, no, that's a good point. What did you try?
Nope. Didn't even own a fishing
By
rod.
definition, you didn't try. No arguments.
Wow.
Alaska has approximately 130 freshwater and anadromous fish across its rivers and lakes.
Wow.
130 is a good number of species. It rises to over 600 if you add in salt. But salt is weird because they can just come and go wherever they want.
True.
Yeah. The state fish. Any guesses? Well, Dave, you probably looked it up.
King salmon?
Oh, very good. The king salmon.
Yeah, I would have guessed that too. The only thing I have in front of me is the records. I have the records in front of me.
You know what? Perfect. I'll get to those in a minute. But the records are perfect. Yeah, the king salmon was designated as the official state fish in 1962. No surprise. The Chinook is Alaska's fish in every sense. It's the largest of all Pacific salmon, and Alaska holds the world sport fishing record for the species. Kings average 30 pounds plus and commonly exceed 50. They spend years in the ocean building mass, then make some of the most grueling upstream migrations in nature. The longest known migration ever recorded was a Chinook that traveled nearly 2,400 miles upstream to reach its spawning grounds.
Must have been a cocaine Chinook.
It must have been one of those cocaine salmon from last month.
Yeah.
We all know they die after spawning. Their decomposing bodies feeding the very streams where the next generation will hatch. It's brutal. It's beautiful. We've all seen the documentaries.
That's true.
The Alaska records are not tame. These are the sport records, noting that since Alaska has such a rich commercial fishing history, these are the sport records. The first one I have is the king salmon, the Chinook, at 97 pounds, 4 ounces.
Oh, wow.
From the Kenai River in 1995. This is also the world sport fishing record for the species.
Yep.
It's a huge fish.
Sorry, I was so taken aback. Can you say the size again?
97.4.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big fish. And it went up a river.
Yep. There are grown humans that don't weigh more than that.
There are grown humans that do not weigh more than that. Well said, Dave.
Certainly can't swim that far.
2,400 miles. I'm trying.
Thank you. That was awesome. I have also the Pacific halibut at 459 pounds from the Unalaska Bay in 1996. That's a big fish. Big fish. I have the Arctic grayling at 4 pounds, 13 ounces from the Ugashik Narrows in 1981. I have lake trout, 47 pounds from 1970. And a fish that I actually kind of like up there a lot, the Dolly Varden, which is odd, cool fish, 27 pounds, 6 ounces from the Wulik River in 2002. I've been around when Dolly Varden were caught. They were all around 2 pounds.
Yeah.
27 is nuts. And the last one I have on my list is the steelhead at 42 pounds, 3 ounces. I've always found steelhead a very, very interesting fish. Dave, you know what they are.
Yep.
Gary?
The rainbow trouts that got wild and went out to the ocean.
That's exactly what they are. Which is a weird fish. I listened to a podcast recently that mentioned that there is a gene in some rainbow trout that triggered them to go out.
It says go home. It's like go figure it out.
Or go outside of home. Yeah.
The ocean is where it's at.
Go out there.
They're the black sheep of the family.
Yeah, and it's
they like to party.
It's weird. And fish that are raised in isolated areas do not have that gene. And the ones that are, some do, some don't.
And they're difficult to farm.
Steelhead?
Which means means wild caught. It's a healthier fish to catch, to buy. If you're going to buy fish to eat, right? It's better to get wild caught than farmed.
Be wild, yeah.
And steelhead are almost always wild because they're difficult to farm.
Interesting, so, and that's a good
when you're
point.
buying salmon, and they're leaner than
trout, rather, right?
Yeah,
that's cool. And they will be leaner. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I've never caught a steelhead, but it's a cool fish. It's always been some interest to me. Dave, you have any other records?
I think I'll mention a couple of things about the numbers. You called out most of the big fish. Mm-hmm. What I found interesting about Alaska's state records, when we talked about Alabama last month.
Yes.
Right. I want to say there was 42, 45 species on their record books.
Yeah.
And Alaska, while having all this water and all these big fish, much smaller list, right?
Well, there's
diversity. Only 18 species on their list.
18 listed, huh?
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
And what's interesting to me is there's 456 pounds between the biggest fish and the smallest one.
Oh.
But when I tell you what the smallest one is, you're going to go, wow, that's kind of a big one. So the smallest record that Alaska has right now is for a brook trout at 3 pounds and 4 ounces. And that's a big brook trout.
That's a big brook, yeah.
That's a very big brook trout. The only other thing I would note is a couple of the records. One of them you called out was the rainbow at 42 pounds, but I just wanted to call it a couple of the older records.
Steelhead specifically, not the rainbow.
The steelhead. They put them in the same category, actually. Yeah, they do.
Okay. I can see that.
Yeah. Probably because it's too hard for them to distinguish, like, was that a steelhead or a rainbow?
Unless it's landlocked, right? And the landlocked ones probably don't get that big anyway.
But that steelhead that was 42 pounds and the 47-pound lake trout, those are the oldest records that Alaska carries at 1970.
Both of them.
Yeah. Both of them were in 1970, yes.
Probably when they started taking records.
Probably, or, something like that. But it was just interesting to see the much smaller list than Alabama. And the other thing, too, is everybody's going to fire me off this podcast when I say this.
Sweet.
But about half of these fall into the trout category, even though some of them aren't really trout, right? Like trout and salmon. Mm-hmm. Like, if I just count, so there's 18 of them, right? I'm going to throw them out and count. And I'm putting these all in the same category, and you guys are going to fire me for a couple of them. King salmon.
Salmonid.
Lake trout.
Salmonid.
Steelhead.
Salmonid.
Chum salmon.
I'm done.
Char. Coho. Sockeye. Pink salmon. Cutthroat trout. Grayling. And brook trout. 11 out of the 18 are basically trout.
They're all salmonids.
Now. Yeah.
Well, I mean, consider the location. That's just what lives up there, isn't it?
Yeah. And what I think what shocked me, and it just shouldn't shock me considering how cold is it up there and that I experienced some of the cold up there. I would have thought, so one of the things that surprises a lot of people that don't know anything about Alaska or have never been there, and then of course it's more well known now, is that there's some pretty temperate summer climates in southern Alaska, right?
You bet.
Like the part of Alaska that comes down the coast of Canada. I would have expected maybe a few more warm water fish and a little diversity there, but there just isn't. Even with the warmer weather there, it's just too cold in the winter.
Yeah, plus the Rockies and the Canadian Rockies really block a lot of the species over the year.
Yeah.
Historically.
Just from the migrating and getting
migration
in there.
and moving around, yeah.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Yeah.
Also, I don't know what a she-fish is.
She-fish are also a salmonid.
Okay.
Also known as...
I was thinking it's more like, the opposite of a guy fish.
Also
Might as well put the rockfish, the northern pike in there, and the burbot then.
Those are all cool fish. The she-fish, also known as, Dave, you'll like this, tarpon of the tundra.
Oh, tarpon of the tundra.
Yeah,
I like it.
They tend to, on hook set, just fly out of the water immediately.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
that is awesome.
Sign me up. I've got a few more notes if y'all want them.
Sure.
I've got some fish that are almost only in Alaska. Almost. The Alaskan blackfish lives in tundra swamps, ponds, and shallow sloughs of western Alaska and Siberia, and is the only air-breathing fish in the Arctic. That's fun.
Yeah.
The Alaska whitefish is found only in the river systems of northwestern Alaska. Whitefish, Dave, I believe, also a salmonid.
I'm sure. Yeah.
The Bering Cisco is found in just a handful of river systems draining into the Bering Sea. A small silver member of the whitefish family, it's one of Alaska's most range restricted native species. I have here also the shefish, also known there is the ikanu. Technically not exclusive to Alaska. They're also in Canada and Siberia. But Alaska is where you can actually target and catch them. Here it says called the tarpon of the north. I think tarpon of the tundra is more fun.
It's more illiterate.
It's more
alliteration.
I'm all about alliteration. Known for their aerobatic fights, shefish are the largest whitefish in the world, capable of exceeding 50 pounds. And some other notes. All 5 Pacific salmon live in Alaska. The king, sockeye, coho pink, and chum, or Chinook, red, silver, humby, and dog salmon. I've caught one of those.
Yeah.
And not even a very cool one. It's only slightly cooler than a dog salmon, right? The pink. But
pinks are cool.
I did catch one, so it's cool, right?
Yeah.
But Alaska is the only U.S. state where all 5 are native, which makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
A greater number of Alaskans fish than residents of any other state in the country. That's not surprising.
Right.
This is a big number. 100 to 150 million salmon are commercially harvested in Alaska every year. That's a lot.
Wow. Yeah.
The industry supports over 40,000 jobs in the area.
Yeah.
A couple more notes. The Kenai River on the Kenai Peninsula is widely considered the single greatest king salmon fishery on Earth. The 97-pound record was from there. Tens of thousands of anglers make the pilgrimage every summer.
Yeah.
And one more just for me. The Arctic grayling is Alaska's signature fly fishing species. It inhabits crystal clear Arctic streams across the interior and Brooks Range, remote, pristine, and worthy of every mile to reach. When I caught my first one, it was an experience I'd been waiting for 42 years.
Wow.
They're beautiful.
They're cool.
I've never seen one. I've never touched one, but
they're the sailfish of the north.
That's right.
You
got the tarpon of the tundra and the sailfish of the.
Yes. When I caught mine, I told somebody I was fishing with that when I was 5 years old, I read a Field and Stream article about this fish. And I told my dad, I want to catch one of those one day. 42 years later.
Look at you realizing your dreams.
I got one. And then I got about 30, 40, 100 more the same day.
Yeah.
I did get that first one on a fly rod. Was a cool thing. It was
That's cool.
only 6 to 8 inches long, but it didn't matter. It had that ridiculous dorsal. That's all I wanted to see. The cool green colors on it, you know. It was a cool fish. It was fun. It was great. Alaska's a cool place, no doubt. You guys have anything else on Alaska?
I have one.
Oh, perfect.
So I was trying to find. So we all know salmon season just kicked off.
Did it? We don't all know that.
Okay. I assume that was like something you guys came across looking at Alaska stuff. Like it just started, within the past couple of weeks, and it's.
I don't know that. Dave, did you know that?
It is.
I didn't. I'm out of the salmon business. You know,
exactly. Salmon.
Yeah. I'm just in the salmon eating business.
Yeah.
So there's another fishing season that just started
In Alaska?
and it's a fish that I had never heard of.
Uh-oh.
At least not by this name, the hooligan.
Ooh, wait.
Hooligan.
I think I might have heard that name when I was in Alaska once, but I'm not sure I have. What's this?
It's also called the hooligan or the eulachon or candlefish or the one that I've heard of before, smelt.
Ah!
Smelt.
It runs from April to June, and it's been a subsistence staple. I'm not going to do a full news story on this one, but it's native Alaskans eating it for millennia. I'm sure.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
That's
you
cool.
have to be a state resident to get a license to take them. To take them.
Nice.
And they're not. It's not angling. It's all caught with dip nets.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I've when I was up there, I talked to some natives who are quote dip netters, and what a crazy thing that is. The state allows you to go and just use a net and pick up what you can out of it because there's it's
the articles I found. They're talking. They're taking like Home Depot, Lowe's buckets, whatever, and filling 2 or 3 5-gallon buckets full
of smelt
of hooligans or smelt or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the description was like it's an oily fish with a really mild flavor. I've eaten tons of smelt roe. I don't think I've ever had smelt fish. And I'm like, it's a mild fish. I'm like, mild fish and oily.
Yeah, those
two don't jive to me.
Don't normally go together.
Usually they turn into a smoked fish dip.
Exactly. They compared it to mackerel. I'm like, okay, look, if you're comparing it to mackerel, it is not a mild fish.
Yeah.
It is 100% up my alley, but you can't give that to somebody in the middle of the country and say, hey, this is a good fish. They're going to think you fed them something rotten.
Look, I feel attacked. I eat fish. I love fish, but there are a lot of species of fish that are consumed all across the planet and all across this country, and I cannot go near them. You want to hear a weird, impossible to believe confession?
Okay.
Sure. That's what we're here for. Cut the first hour of this podcast, and we're just going to air this one.
Salmon's close.
Oh.
It's got to be excellent salmon cooked.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, bad salmon is bad,
or
but
I can't do it.
I got a little burned out on salmon for a bit there because my wife really likes salmon. And like, I like it too, but she really likes it. I think it might be her favorite fish. And she got into a habit there for years where she goes to the grocery store once a week. And generally the day that she went to the store, we have fresh fish for dinner.
Makes sense.
So I was having salmon once a week for years. And I just got, the quality's not, salmon to me is almost like fruit.
That's good.
It's better than it's more consistently good than fruit, but it's like, you have a strawberry and you're like, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. And then you have one that's amazing and you're craving strawberries. And then you go back and you buy more strawberries and you just, you're always hunting for that good one.
It's like the cantaloupe on Seinfeld. Yes, I get it.
Yeah.
We eat a lot of salmon because it's healthy, and we're trying to
Sure.
like lower our cholesterol and whatever.
Sure.
But 100% the salmon I like is like, it's fine for my heart. It's not great for my belly because I want that really fatty, cold water salmon that just is like a plate full of butter. It's delicious.
Yeah.
What I should be eating, I'll eat the Copper River sockeye salmon. That's fine, but I'm sorry, it's more than fine. It's delicious.
It's delicious,
but it is not fatty enough for my palate.
Not necessarily salmon, but my problem sometimes with fish that are strong, and I know both of you guys can eat strong fish. You more so, Gary. I grew up eating almost exclusively one species of fish, and it was white
Catfish?
crappie. No, it was white crappie.
Yeah.
So and you guys have all eaten white crappie. So if anything is not just super clean, perfect, not fish, nothing, just this beautiful, I get a little bit weird. And I can't, I'm trying to get better about it, but I'm already
And was it pan fried also?
Of course
in a
it was.
cornmeal? That is, you cannot make a better meal than that.
But I'm in my
Period.
50s, and I don't know if I can get around it at this point.
Yeah.
I can eat a lot of cool, amazing fish, a lot of cool, amazing sushi and amazing stuff, but I can't eat mackerel. I've tried. I can't do
mackerel is an acquired taste.
But
you gotta like stank to like mackerel.
Mackerel is lighter than a lot of the canned fish you eat, Gary.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You have a Gary, Dave. You probably know this. Gary has a unique palate of fish.
I like rotten things.
He does. It's cool and it's weird, and I wish I could get by it, but you grew up on one fish, man, and it messes you up. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
So that was Alaska. Are we done there?
I think so. We've devolved into rotten fish.
We've devolved into rotten fish, and not talking Icelandic sharks. We've evolved into other just rotten fish. That's another story altogether. When we do fish of the countries
I won't try that one
in
I'm
4 years.
Afraid.
Well, I would try it. I will try anything. Liking it's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next month in this thing, we look at Arizona, and there is water there, evidently.
What? Do they got redfish, or do they have a coast? They don't have a coast.
Arizona will be our first landlocked state, won't it?
Yeah.
It's fully
it's only our third one,
but
so it's not that crazy.
It is mountainous, so I imagine we got trout.
I think there's trout there. The people I know that fish there catch bass.
Yeah, there's reservoirs full of bass.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
The only thing I know about Arizona is the Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner and the little three pointy cactus, the saguaros.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
it's Arizona.
Was Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner based in Arizona?
I'm sure it had to.
We're going to get emails about this, Dave, and it's all because of you.
I know.
So nothing else on that. Anything else on anything else?
Man, it was great catching up again.
I know it's fun, isn't it? Well, in that case, let's get out of here. We are on the web at IFITSWIMS.com and on Instagram at _IFITSWIMS_podcast, where you will find photos from the staff's fishing trips. More links to find us are available in the show notes, along with links to items covered this month. Our music was written for us by Dallas artist Jeff Hewitt. Join us again next month. Spread the word, and as always, we will see you out there. See ya.
Good night, sweetie pies.
Auf Wiedersehen.